Hello,
Lovely.
hello everybody, and welcome to Mel teaching me ASMR.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, of course. So I don't, I don't, I don't even
It's
listen.
okay.
I'm usually very loud and
Well,
boisterous.
it's okay. Take a deep breath. You're safe now. Goodness gracious. Even your breathing is loud.
Even my
You
so so what I have to do I talk lower than this, or is this like a good level?
can start there.
Okay.
With practice, you'll learn how to develop an ASMR voice all your own.
I'm so like so it's all about like volume control and
It's all about vocal control, really.
vocal control. Got it. Got it. Got it. So, and then like it's very flustering to me. I don't know. It see, I'm getting all flustered because I have to like, I don't know. What do you? How do I like start? How do I like get into the zone?
So I like to picture it as you want to relax, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want you to picture your most your most relaxing. So, what is your favorite thing to do to relax?
Um, Probably mm, sleep
Hmm. Hey, and what's that?
because sleep is good.
I see, I see. So, how about you try to have a voice that would put you to sleep?
So so like I'm talking to somebody trying to like I'm whispering to them.
Just try to put them to sleep.
It's something really boring I could talk about. Um, the fitness grand pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test. Yes, see, I'm all. It's so when I think of ASMR, I think of like the sounds and stuff that people do.
Mhm.
Is that like and like I think of that, and then I think of like the girlfriend ASMR or boyfriend ASMR that you see.
Yeah. So, I do a lot of the latter. I do a lot of like Yandere style ASMR. A lot of like what's called role play ASMR. And there's a difference between the tapping on your microphone and the role play.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna make a quick tweet and I'm gonna use this as a time to show you an example of a sound. Okay.
Okay. Was that like were you rubbing something up against the microphone?
Sorry. That was my hand.
That was what?
That was my hand.
Uh,
Gently caressing the microphone.
yeah, I'll try that. What does that sound like on your end? Did that sound similar? Different?
It sounded a lot faster. So try slowing it down. A lot better.
Now, what's like the purpose of doing that? Like, what is it
It
supposed to?
helps. It feels like you're kind of like rubbing someone's head.
Long had I foreseen it.
Thank you, Selena, for the follow. Thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome to my first ASMR stream.
Celine, thank you so much for the follow. I greatly appreciate it.
Let me. Wait. Let me try that again then. Ara. Thank you for the follow, darling. Good, bad, cringe.
It was a good first try.
I'm dead. I can do this kind of stuff over like text roleplay, but I think saying it myself, I want to, but I don't know.
So, the first secret is putting more air in your voice. So that's what I do first.
Darling. Like that?
Mm-hmm. So with a word like darling, you can break it up. Won't you love me forever? Darling.
Won't you put the toilet seat down, darling?
So you want to drag out that R, right?
Mm-hmm. Darling. Like that?
You need to, yeah. That's a great start.
Do you do like vocal warm-ups before you do this kind of stuff?
Not really. But that's just because I have a very specific voice. I guess that's the best way to explain it. And so my voice allows me to do a lot of things. And one of those things is this. You stay with me forever. Darling.
Let me. Let me try. I have some stuff written down from oh no, I have some cute stuff I wrote down for a fan fiction earlier. Maybe that will.
Let's try that.
Let's see. Where did I put it? Oh, darling, you're awake. I'm mixing our hangover remedies. How are you feeling this morning?
So let's start with slow down your speech. So remember that you don't have to rush. You want to help people be loved. So you don't have to rush through your work like you do normally.
Alright, I'll try saying it slowly. Oh, darling, you're awake. I'm mixing our hangover remedies right now. How are you feeling this morning?
Good. So, one of the things that I've noticed is that as you go through the script, you tend to go a little longer than you get louder. So let's work on keeping your voice very even throughout the entire reading. Oh, Weaver, do you want to eat the fan fiction?
No. Wait, what?
Someone in your chat asked if they could eat the fan fiction.
Can you eat the I can't be having you do that, darling. I need that for later. You wouldn't want to make me upset now, would you?
What are you going to do about it?
What did you ask me?
What are you going to do about it?
I'm going to have to pout and look you in the eyes and tell you no. You aren't allowed to eat the fan fiction.
Oh, you're so precious. Tell me, do you think pouting at me is going to stop me? Me, Queen of Death herself. Do you think you can stop me with your gaze? I know you're a plushie, but even a plushie should know their place.
I need a drink of water. Hold up.
Goodness gracious. Are you okay?
Yeah. Good. I'm like blushing. I'm like flustered. You are very good. Huh?
Why on earth are you flustered?
No reason at all. I can see why this kind of stuff, like, I never really understood. Oh, let me go slower. I never really understood the appeal of ASMR. But recently I've been starting to understand it more.
It helps you see another picture, doesn't it?
Really helps to understand a community I never gave much thought to before. And the work...
I even say...
The work that you all put in to make people so happy.
I mean, isn't that every entertainer's biggest dream? Making their beloved listeners and viewers happy. It's just another kind of way to make people smile and to give people rest. And isn't that just beautiful?
It's very poetic in a way. It really makes you think about just laying your head down on the pillow and drifting right off to sleep alongside a comfortable voice.
I mean, that is the biggest part of it, really. It's just that we aren't able, with our voices and with gentle sound, we're able to help people feel safe. We're able to give people warmth, able to give people love.
I think that's something we all need these days. Everybody just needs a little bit of love and a little bit of understanding so that they can feel safe, even for just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's one of my biggest things as a content creator. Melti loves everyone. Everyone means you. So that means even in things like ASMR, I want to make people feel love and to feel
Well, you're very good at it, and the passion that you put in, I can tell every time you upload something new. You're very driven, and you're so good at it.
oh, you honor me. I'm so looking forward to getting to upload new content. You know, I didn't think I was going to have the kind of love I do for ASMR content. But it just kind of works for me. Someone who already is told that I put people to sleep. It just makes sense, you know?
So, other than role playing, do you like to read people's stories or?
Yeah. I used to do a series where I was reading, particularly I would do Winnie the Pooh because Winnie the Pooh is public domain and I didn't want to get sued, you know. However, I love reading stories as long as I'm allowed to, which is kind of a problem because sometimes, unfortunately, a lot of things that you would think you'd be able to read, you're not really. And it can be risky unless you write it yourself.
Is that what a lot of ASMR creators do? Write their own scripts?
They do, and I love writing, and I respect anyone who does. It's very difficult for me particularly because of the ADHD. So I really am grateful, eternally grateful, for all the amazing ASMR script writers that there are out there. I have some favorites, of course. Jan Khan, Waterway Wordsmith, they write so well, and they're just pieces that they help you feel almost welcome inside of the script. And helping you to feel welcome inside the script is really important because that's how you're able to read a script really well. Everyone is kind of along their own path of content creation and even with script writing. I've read some scripts that could definitely use some more processing. and I've read scripts that are written fantastically well. And both of them are good, but some are more difficult to read than others.
Any specific examples of difficulties that you've encountered?
So for instance, have you ever heard of there is an ASMR? There's a subreddit called the ASMR Script Haven. And sometimes, a lot of times, it is new writers, and particularly younger writers have difficulties with the whole concept of writing, even if it's a medium length script. Just finding scripts that are, some of them are just more difficult to write. I know some people who write fantastically, but then I know some people who it can be difficult. It can be hard to read, much less to perform.
So, from what I understand about ASMR scripts, it's usually just the one-sided conversation, and then
Mm-hmm.
you imagine what the other person is saying.
Yeah. And so if you have a hard time imagining what the other person would be saying, then it can be hard to kind of balance off of that. And for some people, particularly if you're newer to it, it can be very difficult. And I really do, I really do commend anyone who tries to write ASMR scripts. I just have a difficult time reading some of them. And that's not a bad thing. Not every script is for me, you know? I have my scripts, and the other people have theirs.
Do you have a favorite line from a script that you've read recently?
And I actually have one of my first performance scripts here, if you'd like to hear it, of course.
I wouldn't mind hearing a bit of a sample of it.
It's not very long, so if you don't mind, would it be okay if I finish the whole script?
Sure. The floor is yours, Queen.
Oh, welcome. How can I help? Oh, it's you. I'm so glad to see you again, sweetie. Have you really polished off all those books you're holding there? My, I'm always impressed by your voracious appetite for knowledge. You come by so often, I can't help but wonder if you visit the Imperial Library for more than just books. Perhaps there is someone you'd like to see. Someone who works here? Just the books. All right, then. I see you'd like to get straight to business, as always. I'll just take those for you. Oh, careful, hon. I haven't finished falling down my claws yet. Don't want to scratch that lovely skin of yours. There you are. You know, most people with dragon blood in their veins wish they had kept the claws. But honestly, I just find them a hassle. They grow so quickly, and I need a special nail file just to keep them in check. They sharpen themselves almost every week, and it takes forever to dull them down. I'd have much preferred to have been born with ordinary human nails. If it were up to me, I'd ditch the claws and get mere scales instead. Everyone assumes that they're hard and sharp, like real dragon scales. But for me, they're actually quite soft and flexible. They're so much easier to take care of than my bare skin too. They don't dry out or get sunburned. Just need a quick daily polish. Ah, right, the books. All right, let's take a look. Hmm, disc, disc, disc. I don't remember checking any of these out for you. Did you go and check out with another librarian behind my back? Silly thing. I'm sure I told you to come and find me whenever you needed help. I can provide you with everything you need, you know. All right. So let's see here. Oh, a beauty so rare in other poems. Are these love poems? Perhaps you're looking to woo someone with them? You know, a nice romantic poem always gets me. Ah, they're poems about nature. Well, I suppose that's romantic in its own way. Next is a treatise on the ethics of potions. Well, that's interesting. Trying to find out if it's wrong to slip someone a love potion, are you? You know, you wouldn't have to resort to that if it's about the dangers of replacing traditional medicine with potion. I see. I see. All right, look, it's late winter right now. You know what that means, right? The Festival of Hearts is almost here. You know, the one celebrating the goddess of love, the most romantic day of the year. You can't tell me that you're not even a little interested in having somebody to go with? Unless, wait, are you in a relationship? If you are, you should have told me and we could have avoided this whole awkward. You don't think there's anyone who would be interested in going with you? What do you. Wait a minute. Oh, look at you being so coy. And here I was starting to think you weren't interested. All right. I'll admit, the whole clueless dork thing is pretty cute. I'll play along for now. All right, the books. Because that's definitely what this is all about. Right. Well, I'll get to them later. You're a very trustworthy patient. And I'll trust that you didn't leave any out. Oh, and where do you think you're going? To get more books. Always with the books. I mean, I guess this is a library. Still, don't you want to stay here for a while longer? No, just for a change of pace. I make for very pleasant company, you know. Oh, don't think you're getting away from me that easy. If you won't stay here with me, then I'll just have to follow you. I'm not known for giving up on what I want. It's the dragon in me. And it's fine, I can take a break. The other librarians can handle it. So, what are you looking to learn about today? Anything I can help with? I'd be happy to do anything for you that you'd like. Anything at all. Aha! So you want to get me know me better? I thought so. So, what is it you want to know, hon? About my dragon blood? Alright, that's not what I was expecting, but I guess it's a fair question. Well, simply put, I'm mostly human, but I have a dragon ancestor. I believe she was my great great grandmother on my mother's side. I know that's hard to imagine. When you think dragon, you're probably imagining one of those big ones that are only slightly more intelligent than an animal. But there are lots of different sorts of dragons. In particular, ones who are intelligent and skilled enough in magic to shapeshift. Yep, she was one of those. She fell in love with a human man who had once tried to steal treasure from her hoard, funnily enough, and she took the form of a human so they could have children. As it turns out, bearing a child while shapeshifted does some funny things to it. She knew that before, though. The baby just ends up with some minor attributes from the parent's original form. Yeah, so pretty much my whole family has dragon-like attributes to them. It runs stronger in some than in others, and it really doesn't seem to matter how closely related we are to her. My mom has barely any features at all, outside for her teeth and some small horns. But my brother is fully scaled and even has a snout. And as you can see, I'm sort of in the middle. Yeah, I get that a lot. I would probably make for a really good fighter if I was interested. But honestly, being part dragon is good for more than just fighting. What I found personally most useful is the mindset that comes along with it. Dragons instinctively hoard things, and that gives them a good mind for organization and storage. That's what makes me such a good librarian. Some find the job boring, but it's actually really satisfying for me. Of course, there are downsides too. I mentioned it a bit ago, but I can get a little obsessed about things, or even people that I want. It's not like I'm about to resort to theft or kidnapping, but I start thinking about them all the time, and I have a hard time being subtle about wanting them. Which, of course, you would have already noticed. Right, right. Of course you don't know what I am. Hang on. Can we be perfectly honest with each other for a second? Because you're either a really, really good actor, or you really haven't noticed. My goodness, my sweet, adorable bookworm. What I want is you. As in, I'm interested in you. Yes, romantically interested. What else could I mean? I. What did you think I meant when I said all those things? About how lovely your skin looks? Or about how I want you to myself? I even said I'd do anything you wanted. Oh, honey, no, that's not me being nice. Being nice is when you smile at someone and tell them to have a good day. That was flirting, darling. I've been flirting with you every time you come here, ever since we've met. Do you remember? Perhaps not. I'm sure it wasn't an unusual day to you. You were just going to the library, like you do so often. Okay, that's about all I can do right now.
Thank you. That was wow. That was a story and a half. Do
One of the difficulties related to streaming to ASMR is that if you're not careful, you're going to end up coughing quite a bit.
well, I. It's alright. I wasn't planning on this stream being particularly long, anyways. So,
I'm going to grab another bit of water. Give me one moment.
mm-hmm. chat. How are you all doing, lovelies? Darling? 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 How does Viper say it? She goes like, darling. There. Can't. Darling. Is that how Viper does? Is that how she says it in Nikkei?
Okay. There we go.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. One of the fun things about the way that I do ASMR specifically is that I have multiple voices. So I have the soft, gentle voice. And then I have something a bit different.
So you like to spice it up a little bit?
Yeah. I mean, it's less. I guess you can consider it spicing it up. I personally just see it as another way to have fun.
I think the difficulty that I'm having is, you know how I joke a lot? I make a lot of jokes. I think it's 'cause like ASMR seems so serious. It's hard for me to turn my sarcasm filter off. And I don't want to ruin the mood for anybody. Because I know some people don't really appreciate the person trying to turn everything into a joke.
I mean, but let me see about something real quick.
What'd you say?
I'm going to find something.
Well, take your time.
Okay. So, you feel like because you are a bit more of a jokester that you can't really do ASMR?
Yeah. Because I kind of always feel like I have to crack a joke.
But I think there's plenty of ways to crack jokes, even when you're doing ASMR.
Any suggestions?
As long as you do your best to really think about the feelings of others, I don't think you have to worry so much about the joke making part because everyone has their own way of doing ASMR. There's no bad way around it, you know? And as long as you're having fun and your listeners are having fun too, that's what matters at the end of the day.
Okay. That makes me feel a bit better.
Mm-hmm.
So I can do POV. Your boyfriend dies in a car crash, and you find out his mob boss father wants you dead.
Of course you can. There's lots of people who do very fun, very silly ASMR content. But the way I see it, there's no wrong way to do ASMR. As long as you're having fun. That's what matters most.
Well, is there any other advice you can give me before we part ways for the night?
Practice. This is one of those things where practice really does make perfect. Don't worry about sounding silly. Don't worry about how other people might feel about your voice. Because it's not their voice to judge, it's yours. And as long as you're having fun, that's what matters most.
Well, thank you. I think maybe I'll try and do more of these types of streams on my own, see how it goes.
Really think it's a fun experience. Even if you end up not really loving it long term, it's always something that's good to try. If for no other reason to say, hey, I tried this. And this is how I felt about it.
Well, thank you for joining me today.
Please, thank you for having me.
Anything else you'd like to promote or plug before we say goodnight?
I will be returning to streaming for one final week in the middle of August. After that, you can find me on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and I might return to streaming every so often. There's no guarantee. I just know that right now, like the feelings that I have in my heart are telling me to go elsewhere. My leaving streaming, I've had a lot of people act like I'm graduating, and that's not true. My leaving streaming is not me graduating. It's just me finding a new thing. And so please continue to follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, and let's find out what this adventure is waiting for us together.
Well, I'll be here to support you every step of the way.
Thank you for your support. It really does mean the world.
Well, good night, my plushy pals. And make sure you go follow Mel on all of their socials. Remember to be nice and be kind and sleep tight.